Good morning, everyone. The other side. And reverse. And shoe circles. And reverse. And ping circles. And reverse. And reverse. Okay, you can put away your sticks.
Ooh.
Okay, so Annie and I are on our way back to full health. However, we have a ways to go. Genevieve, did I hear you say that you could handle some portion of the class?
Yes, I'd love to.
Good, that sounds good. I think what Annie and I can do for the next few days is sort of come in and start the class, and then maybe Genevieve or whoever shows up can finish this out for us. We're past the acute stage of this, and believe me, you will know when you are in the acute stage of this. But there's a lot of lingering phlegm.
It's the cough that lasts for weeks.
Vertigo.
Yeah,
Vertigo has
and vertigo.
been really difficult to
Yeah,
deal with.
yeah, we really get. I don't get it as much as Annie, but Annie really had it. So, I'm not going to be able to talk much longer. But I wanted to ask Barbara. Barbara, I think you sent me an email. Did you say that you and Joe had gone through a bout with this? Can't hear you. Can't hear you, hon. Still can't hear you. You must be muted.
That's okay, honey.
I'll give her a second.
It
Can't
looks
hear
like,
you.
oh, hmm.
You have to try it now. Can't hear you. Okay, we'll cover Barbara's experience later. Um, I suspect that both Annie and I have sort of had it for this morning, so we just got things started a little bit. Genevieve, why don't you take the rest of the class? And I think Annie and I are going to go rest now. All right, so good to see you all. We'll check back in before class is over. Okay? Ciao.
All right, team. So let's do some head turns. So I do have my own way of doing head turns. I like to imagine my danshan is that beautiful spear, and then I move that to one side while I move my head, a different beautiful spear the other way. This is called shearing. Turn your head the opposite way to the way you turn your danshan. Totally optional, but I really like that. Okay, we'll do 3 more. Two, last one. And And if you tried the shearing, make sure you bring your two spears into alignment at the end, so your head and your darshan are balanced. Okay, good job, Taiji, Chico. All right, now we'll do right ear up. I'll show you my twist on this one also. I plunge my right foot into the floor. I drag all my chi up into the sky on my right side. Then my ear, the back of my ear is nice and elevated on that side. I send my left arm up, and then I play the drums on the back of my ear. This is like a way of telling your body, hello, you have a right side. You have the right side of your brain. And if that's too much, y'all, obviously, one could put every limb down and just do a visualization on your right ear. Okay, and relax. Try the left side. And again, if that's too much, you just put everything down and just imagine your attention's on the back of your left ear. And relax. Right ear again. It's too much, just keep everything on the floor. Okay, relax on the right side. Last time on the left side. Good. Relax. Shake everything out a little bit. So we did the two sides of our neck and our head, so now we do the front and the back. So you can tilt your head back, chin up, cross your hands on your chest. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, good job, relax everything. Now we go the opposite way, we're stretching the back of our neck, so drop your chin to your chest, tuck it in and raise the back of the neck. Okay, good, relax. Cross your hands on the chest again, raise the chin. And if you've had one of these lingering coughs like Malcolm and Annie, when you do this, you can actually picture the phlegm and the cough just draining out of your head, down your neck, through your thorax, down your legs and out your feet. I also picture the sun shining down on me to heal me from all my ailments. Good, relax. One more time. Chin to the chest. Raise the back of the neck. Good job. Come on out of it, shake it out a little bit. Do Taiji Qigong. Now let's do some head rolls. I usually start clockwise, and I usually use my arm as well as my head. Up to the Tianzhong, down to the Mingmen in the back. Three more. 3, 2. Last one. And first. Up to the Tianzhong in the front. And the Mingmen in the back. Three more. 3. And 2. Last one. Down to center and pull out of it gently. Good job, everyone. Tai Chi Qigong. And we'll do a forward spinal wave. Three more. 3. 2. And last one. Good. And then reverse it. So to reverse it, I swan dive down. I bend my knees and I grip my pelvic floor and I come back up in kind of an S shape, like literally the opposite kind of shape. So dive down, bend your knees, pelvic floor, let your spine come up in an S. Dive down, bend your knees, pelvic floor, let your spine come up in an S. And if it hurts, obviously don't do that. 3 more. 2. Last one. Nice, relax. Qigong. And I like to do the qua. So Malcolm and Annie have been showing us like little mini bicycle movement. That's like a Lee circle, but you can also do a little tiny pink circle. If the bicycle is not very accessible, sometimes the pink circle can help you get ready to do the bicycle. First. Very good. Next, we'll do the windmill. What I do for the windmill is I picture my Chiang Mai, that's that central channel, super straight. And that isn't actually moving that much. It's just that my body kind of moves around that. So I kind of have like a maypole image, like a big straight stick, and then the ribbons or my arms just flap around them. So I don't move my head that much. That's part of how I kind of keep the Chiang Mai in the same-ish place. Not rigid or stiff or anything, just kind of, my arms are moving more than my Chiang Mai. Okay, very good. And then I would say let's get right into the grindstone. Take advantage of that movement around your waist, your dai mai. Ready to go back the other way. And reverse. Good. And then we'll switch this into all the way. Stay on that same side. And it's yang to go around and yin to come back. Yang, yin, yang, yin, yang, yin. Ready to go back the other way. Reverse. Chi, Qigong. Okay, so Malcolm would usually do squats, but my back doesn't like squats, so I'm going to show you what I do instead. Get my little sitting device. And feel free to do squats if you want, but this is what I prefer. So you sit down, your feet are flat on the floor, and you just give yourself a little knee massage. And when Malcolm says, do it on the right side, I pay more attention to my right knee. Sometimes I even put both hands on that side. And something I learned from Malcolm is you can like manipulate around your kneecap, and you might feel like very sensitive little points inside, and then you can massage those. And if you get bored working on your knee, you can also do your whole thigh. You just kind of squash it out, kind of like we do with the stick at the beginning. And then switch to the left side. And the right side again. And the left side again. And then for prayer position, I do something slightly different also. I do what they call temple pose in yoga. So I'm doing a horse stance as wide as I feel like doing. I drop my danshan down, I fold my hands in front of me, and I just breathe it out. Okay. If you are doing squats, that's where you come up slowly. Keep your head down a moment. Good job to everyone who did squats. I'm impressed. And then usually at this point, I take like a 30-second break. I just kind of shake it all off for a sec. I'll be right back. And then if Malcolm were here, we would do shoulders. So left foot forward, start on the left side. feet, good. And switch feet, right side forward. Good, and reverse. And then line up your feet and do alternates. And switch direction. Good. And then double. Reverse. And then if you've been sick, actually, we can use the trick for Ms. Annie. All that shoulder stuff has been like breaking up phlegm potentially up here. So since we've been doing all that active shoulder work, we can then like drain some of that stuff out. So Ms. Annie teaches us to drain it out, coming down, out of this part of your body, down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet. If nothing's happening, you can kind of karate chop yourself and see if that makes you feel like you're having any effects. Taiji, Qigong. And then let's do kicks. Starting on the right side. And then I go on the left side. One more. And do the wrists. Because I like shearing, I also shear with my wrists. So you can do it the regular way, or you can do it, I explained about head turns. Picture your danshan as one sphere and your wrist joint as another pink circle, and you can move them at opposite way. So your wrist is turning out while your danshan is turning this way. And totally optional. Switch sides, left side. Malcolm were here and you were trying shearing, he would show you when you're doing both wrists, you literally can't move your danshan because the circles are canceling each other out. Good, shake it out. Do some stretches. Starting on the left side, bending down. Good. Switch sides, right side, bending down. Reverse, left side bending back. Right side. Good, relax. Release all effort. Do our ankles. Shake out the other side. Rotate. Reverse. Opposite sides, rotate. Reverse. Okay, I'm getting ready to wrap up, but I want to make sure I didn't forget anybody's favorite exercise. Kevin or Jill or Jose or Barbara, did I forget anything you love doing?
Oh, that was wonderful.
All right, so let's close it out. Gonna grab the energy from the stars, bring it down. Out. From the sun. From the wind. From the horizon. From all life. And all water. And the whole earth. And zip it up, keep what you need. And touch the earth. And close your pores. Salute our masters. Salute your classmates. Gonna wish Malcolm and Annie super good recovery. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Genevieve. That was wonderful.
My pleasure. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.